Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is William Heidemann, and this is Just Force 911, where we look at how public officials do their job or not. This one here comes from Matthews. A sergeant was working one night, had a drunken individual in custody, and grabbed the suspect by the throat and was choking him. The city of Matthews sat on it for 21 months until a new city manager took over, and they fired the police officer. Now, my question is why didn't they fire him before? But then we have the thin blue line, the qualified immunity, blah, 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 blah. So, the city manager answered the question to the best of her ability, because she was not in charge then, but she is in charge now. And with her being in charge, they did take care of it. So I'll cut her some slack, only because, she took care of the problem afterwards. It should have been taken care of before. My problem is that, and I don't know whether she did or the previous administration went to court to try to stop the body cam footage from going to the reporters who requested the information. The city would not release it, even though it was public information, because it was damning information. Imagine that. These police departments need to realize that they are a public entity. They work for us, and we pay them, and we expect transparency, which means when they do something wrong, suck it up, buttercup, move on, but don't be juvenile and try to block it, through the court system. It's just, you're spending more of our money, and we're so sick and tired of you guys wasting our money now. We can't even see straight, and this goes all the way to the federal government, so it really doesn't matter. But right now we're talking about, police departments and the city managers. So if we can, let's take a look at this video, and you guys tell me what you think, and we'll go from there.
Then back to that video of an arrest uncovered for the first time following a months-long WBTV investigation. Take a look. The video shows what happened when officers with the Matthews Police Department arrested Aaron Butler for being drunk and disorderly in public. The arrest happened more than 3 years ago, but town leaders have kept the video secret, even spending tax dollars to pay a lawyer to go to court to try and keep this video from being released. WBTV's chief investigative reporter Nick Oxner is digging deeper into this story, asking the Matthews town manager why she's spending your money to keep you from seeing the video.
So when you watched that video, what was your reaction?
The video that we watched, it clearly showed that there was a notable violation of our use of force policy.
Matthews Town Manager Becky Hawk answered my questions about this leaked video. Shows a Matthews police officer choking a man whose hands are cuffed behind his back. The town spent months fighting to keep it secret. The sergeant in that video is Joshua Burnett. He was ultimately fired for what you see. According to his termination letter, Burnett lied about what happened. His firing came nearly 2 years later.
We took a look at this, and the violations that we found are in the termination letter, and we feel like that speaks for itself as far as holding him accountable and making sure that he's no longer a part of the organization.
Yeah, but I guess the question is why this person was allowed to continue being a police officer in the town of Matthews for 23 additional months.
I can't go back and discuss what happened in 2021. I wasn't the town manager then. It wasn't something that I was directly involved in. What I can talk about is once I became town manager, we took a look at it, we took decisive action, and he's no longer employed with the town.
Full video of the incident from a total of 4 officers' body cameras has still not been made public. Matthews hired a lawyer to go to court and ask a judge to stop WBTV from being able to get a copy of those videos. That same lawyer is also fighting a lawsuit from WBTV seeking to force the town to make all of the videos public.
How was this incident allowed to fly under the radar for so long?
It's not something that flew under the radar in any way, shape, or form.
This is the first time the public's hearing about this incident.
So I understand that, and so this was a personnel issue. That is how we handle personnel issues. We investigate them, we hold any employee accountable, and we take any action that is necessary, and we then move on.
If we don't have transparency, then people are never going to trust police.
Abe Rubert Schul is a civil rights attorney.
Police cannot choke someone who's restrained.
How important is transparency in cases like this?
It's the most important. If our communities or our state or people in the state of North Carolina lose faith in our police departments, it hurts the police departments, it hurts the communities, it hurts these places where people live and work.
Hawk danced around multiple questions about whether the public deserved to know about this incident.
I'm not here to talk about what should or should have happened in 2021.
Why won't you answer the question, ma'am? It's a simple question. Did the public deserve to know this? Did the public deserve to hear from leaders in the town of Matthews that a police sergeant choked a man whose hands were cuffed behind his back and was allowed to stay on the job for 23 months, continuing as a police officer? Does the public deserve to know? It's a yes or no question.
I don't believe that it is the way that you're painting it, Mr. Oxner. So this was investigated and we took decisive action. I cannot go back and talk about what should or shouldn't have been done in 2021. I wasn't a part of those decisions.
Reporting in Matthews, Nick Oxner, WBTV, on your side.
So, do you agree with the city manager that it wasn't her responsibility? I know it wasn't because she wasn't there, but she could at least answer the question, do the people have the right to know when their police officials are, when they do something that's misconduct? Guys, I see this over and over and over and over and over again. Luckily this officer was fired. Hopefully he lost his credibility to be an officer. For him to come back and say, well, I didn't mean to grab him by the throat. I was just trying to keep him from falling off. Well, if you hadn't pushed him back, we could buy that. But you literally pushed the guy. You had so much force on his throat, you actually bent him over backwards to the gurney. So, sorry, I ain't buying it, pal. Video doesn't lie. People lie. Video doesn't lie. And we saw it happen. So you can say what you want, but it's all blah, 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 blah. Guys, we got to do something. And if we hold our public officials accountable, it'll help. And a violation of your oath of office for a public official is a good way to start. So if we get hold of our congressmen and senators and legislators and tell them we want to make a new ruling, a new law, that any violation of oath of office would be a felony, and keep it as a felony, because they can put that in the code, that it can't be talked down, it can't be made to a misdemeanor, it can't be a slap on the wrist. It has to be a felony, and that's what we need. Okay, guys, so let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done it, the bell so you know when I put out a new video, the like and share button, and the thumbs up if I did a good job. Or there we go, thumbs up or a thumbs down, so I know how I'm doing. I do really, really appreciate it, you guys, and leave a comment, and I will talk to you folks later. Thank you.